What's up, world? It's your boy Ron. I know it's probably my first, second, and it's probably a millionth time I try to do this and I never have. Shit, I gotta find a good spot. I'm in my garage, so bear with me. I know there's kind of a mess. I do recycle, I do clean up as much as I can to uh, help myself out and help out others as well. I know there's a lot of lazy people out there. Anyways, what I'll get to is a point, and I want to clarify a few things, and I know they're going to cry about it if I don't say it, but let's talk about the sweet and sour sniffles. Everyone out there is calling something else. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want YouTube to flag me or say some other stupid nonsense. But let's think about this for a minute. Let's put on the thinking caps. So, in reality, they're telling us that we have to go out and get a vaccine or we need to be safe and distant so we can survive and live longer. And for the holidays, they don't want you to spend time with your family members. They want you to have minimal people in your house. Well, I heard there's a ration of toilet paper going around, unfortunately. Food. There's not an abundance of a lot of things. So, what I'm going to actually point out is some key facts. If they're telling us that they're trying to prolong our life and help us live longer, okay? You want me to save other lives, and you want me to get the vaccine, correct? Okay. So if you want me to get the vaccine, is the vaccine going to be free? Now, if you're going to charge me for it, then basically you're killing me. Because there are millions, if not billions, of people on this planet that at this present moment don't have a job, don't have a source of income, have no money whatsoever. Now, my next point is, if you're going to force me the vaccine or tell me I have to have it because it'll save lives, well, let's talk about saving lives for a minute. Air. Everything I breathe is free. Yet water, food are also two other essential ingredients to life. Sun is free until it burns out. Okay. We also need plants, though, to bring oxygen. Alright, so we got some of those things covered, but food and water are not free. They cost money. But yet there's an ocean full of water. I know we can't drink it, but we can clean it to be able to drink it. But you're charging me for it. So you're going to let me breathe in a bed and die. You're going to let me burn in the sun and die. But you won't feed me or give me water. So basically, aren't you killing me already? So if you're already killing me, why not let me live the way I want to live? Unless you're going to provide free food and water. If you're not, then you government officials need to shut your mouth. Because you're not protecting anyone. You're only protecting yourself. And on top of all that, how much money do you guys have invested into this? That's another thing that needs to be looked at. A lot of people out there sit there and say, oh, well, they're trying to protect us. Okay, but if they're forcing certain things upon us, specific ones, like President Trump was out there saying that they're going to come up with a vaccine. Oh, we're not going to take that one because President Trump's going to create it. Okay, so Pfizer and the other ones are okay? Does that mean that you have an investment into it? Because we need to know that for a fact, since you technically work for us, we hire you. We need to know what your portfolios are from now on. No more hiding behind this curtain. You need to come forward. Everything needs to be a glass window with your guys' lifestyle. Whose money you're wasting, especially when you go out to eat at restaurants and so forth, at $1,000 a plate, give or take, Mr. Newsom. Or should I call you Mrs. Newsom? Because you act like a little bitch. Mrs. Cuomo, you're the same way. You got an Emmy? By the way, you have to pay for those guys in case you didn't know that. So how much did he pay for that? Sharon Stone openly admitted to it. These actors and actresses, Kevin Smith was another one who openly admitted to it on K-Rock. Talked about how they had to pay to win some of these awards. So they're not giving away, people. Just to let you guys know. Use your brain. Educate yourself. Find all the facts and information before you start posting some of these things. And by the way, the media, I haven't trusted you guys in years. I haven't trusted a lot of you people in years. And I'm done trusting you guys. You guys want to point out this fake narrative, these fake facts, and So the election was rigged when Hillary was running, but now that President Trump lost, it's not rigged. Sure. Okay. So it's only rigged when you lose. But when you win, it's all fair. Okay. So how about when you lose your billions and trillions of dollars? Was that fair? How about when you lose your job? To maybe someone who was coming to this country illegally, maybe. Or maybe to a robot. Would that be fair? You don't like it, do you? It's okay when it happens to other people, but not to yourself. You know, life sometimes isn't fair. I'm key proof of it. There are many things in my life I have lost, and I wish I can get them back. And I know people tell me to keep fighting, keep fighting. I've lost years upon years trying to fight for certain things. All I've lost is time. I haven't won anything yet. There are some things I'm going to give up on them because I want my sanity back. But I'm proud of President Trump for fighting this and to expose the left for what they are, and some of the right, as well as probably some of the middle. But regarding life, people, understand that the government doesn't care about you. A lot of these politicians and so forth, they don't care truly about you. Because if they did, they would make sure that food and water were essential items and they'd be free at your home every day. But they're not. So life isn't on their books. Why would this vaccine be so important to them? And if you have a 99.9% probability of living with it and or after it, why would you need a vaccine? That would be like having $100 in your pocket and one penny falls out and someone says, you know what you need? You need to go to a bank, put your money there so to be protected forever. Okay. Sure. Very smart. I know some people are going to sit there and say, well, that was the dumbest illogical notion to even state. No, it's actually not. Do we actually need the banks, or do the banks need us? Yes, they give out loans and so forth, but without our money, there is no bank, and without our money, there is no movement. There is no loans. And speaking of that, then we would actually lose credit scores and so forth, which I think would be kind of cool if we got rid of some of those things. Some things do need to change, I do agree. But my key point was life. How much do they really care about it? Why don't you talk to your politicians, write to them, ask them. Say, if you truly care about the vaccine, then lower the cost of food and water. Oh, and speaking of that, let's go to monopolizing. I can choose my phone carrier. I can choose which vaccine I want to get from which company. I can choose where I want to live. I can choose what vehicle I drive. I can choose what gas I put into my vehicle as well as oil. I can choose the tires and so forth. But I can't choose my internet provider for my home. That needs to change. Gas and electrical company as well as the water company, that needs to change too. We need to have options. No more of this monopolizing. That's just like Amazon, what they have done. Give you one option, one place to come to find everything. What about the rest of the market out there? Some places are cheaper and actually have free delivery with no annual fees. Something to think about, people. These are things I've been talking about for years. I haven't posted because I'm too scared to post. But now I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not going to run. I'm not going to hide. There's no one to fear. Now these politicians and these groups, special interests, they push fear on us because they use the mob against us. But once you start picking the mob off and finding who the big bosses are, you'll find out they will crumble in seconds. Peace. Everyone out there, have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Spend all the time you can with all your loved ones. Hell, have 1,000 people over at your house. Who cares? Don't listen to the communist program out there telling you not to. Who are they? Who are they? You know how people are going to be at their homes? They don't want you to know. Enjoy.